just heading to the new location, guys. It's a couple of minutes away. This is like the 4th location change already. So I'm just heading to the new location. It's a couple of minutes away. So this protest was planned weeks ago. At least there's been images circulating of this date from weeks ago, and as far as it seems, it looks like that's given the police plenty of time to prepare and allocate resources that they've deployed all over the city today, so that when these location drops change, and I'm already on my way to the 4th location change, they've got police stationed everywhere that they can get there first. Dozens of police they'll just send within minutes, if not less. So it's a game of cat and mouse today, and the only people that are showing up at each location is the media and the police. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to keep ducking in and out of the live stream to get to find a new location, but I'll just keep it running. So I'm just going to duck out, guys, of the live stream. I'll leave it running though, just to check if the location has changed yet again. So I'm actually at the location. There's nothing I can see yet, but I just need to find a park, which I have found. Rightio, let's go for a little walk. And yeah, this is ridiculous, guys. Like, this is literally just cat and mouse. And I agree that they've had plenty of time enough to plan this as an outcome. And for those that would not want people to stand for their rights, this is a great outcome. A few dramatic arrests that are going to make it into the media, even though those people have been, you know, they get let go 10 minutes later anyway. It's all just a bunch of BS. and no actual demonstration though. So let's see. So I'm at Melbourne Museum. I'm gonna leave the live stream running, but just duck out of it for a second, check if there's been another location drop. The latest drop has been standby, so this is not the location. This is the 4th location, the next drop will be the 5th. Feels a little bit silly, but I guess this is how you successfully quelch a peaceful demonstration. Michael Love, yeah, I think that there's a high chance the arrests that we witnessed earlier were beyond ridiculous, and they were dramatic, and all of the media is running there to get it and spread the footage, and then they take the people that have been arrested away to a police car, and 10 minutes later they're free. Maybe with an infringement fine of like $100 or something. So as far as I see it, that's really good propaganda that you use to stop people from gathering. You spread all of the arrests and the, oh my God, and it's like, it's drama, it's staged drama. Because these people will let go 10 minutes later. And here we are thinking that being arrested is like this most scariest thing, most dangerous thing that can happen to you. I mean, I don't mean that literally, but you know, as a general person, that's a pretty terrifying prospect of, you know, just being arrested, but that's what they want people to feel, and then they let them go. They let them all go 10 minutes later. Not all, but most. As I said in the last live stream, they told me I was under arrest the other week, and then they didn't even arrest me though. They came back and changed their mind, and you go, they don't even know what they're doing. But this propaganda of people screaming, Avi, help me, and all of this kind of stuff. The lady was screaming, Avi, help me, while she was being arrested this morning at the other location. This is really good propaganda to scare people from showing up. But then she was let go 10 minutes later, maybe 20 minutes later, with a $100 fine. So is that really that scary? I mean, when you scream about it and whatever, like, and again, like, compassion to that lady, I understand. But if you come into this just being prepared for an arrest and you know it's not going to be that much of a big deal, you just go into it calmly, you go out of it calmly, you might have an infringement notice that we all know are BS, let's just clog the system up with that, challenge it and just deal with that in its own way. It actually takes away a lot of the fear, but they certainly don't want that to happen, I think. They don't want people to not be scared of being arrested. But if we are, it'll be like the Westgate Bridge Day. There'll be 20,000 people that will make massive noise. Literal historical amount of noise will be made by the people if they're not afraid. So, and they know that now. Those highways were shut down for 2 or 3 hours. The Westgate Bridge. And that was really profound seeing that many people gather. They do not want that to happen again. And as long as people are scared of being arrested, then they won't come out, even if the arrests are BS. So that's the part that really, I think, is useful to be understood. That's the key part. So I'm just gonna go and hang out by the car. Hey, how are you?
How you going? You, mate?
Good. Yep.
What are you part of?
Australian Free Independent Press Network.
Oh, nice. Do you have your loss on your mate? Just check you within your 15k.
I've got a worker's
Oh, your work's
exemption.
permit, sorry.
Yeah, I've got it in my bag. You want to see it?
Yeah, mate, thank you. Thanks, mate.
May I please have your guys' names and identification too?
Yeah, awesome. Mine.
44720,
Yeah.
44030,
Yeah.
26758. Thank you. Officers, may I have your identification please?
Yep, 45831.
45831, 46214,
It's date of birth, Reese.
3rd of January 1993.
Thank you.
What organisation do you work for?
I already told him it's on here. Australian Free Independent Press Network. Okay. Well, if you're just asking, then I'll prefer not. If you don't put your hands on me, please.
I'll turn around something.
If there's a legal reason for you to ask, that's fine, but please don't approach me with your hands and touch me. Really inappropriate.
Independent Press Network.
There's a letter from my boss if you need to see something else. Is that what you guys usually do? You start touching people when you approach them? I'm not breaking any rules here.
Well, you weren't wearing your mask when
I was walking by myself, mate.
Doesn't matter, mate.
Conditions.
Okay, the choice directions wearing a mask at all times when outside, okay?
You're still not
wearing it properly.
Yeah, I have footage of you guys not wearing them properly today either, like
Me
that.
not wearing it properly, because I've been wearing it properly the whole day. Okay?
Have you?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Just make sure you wear your mask correctly.
Or what?
Big fun?
I said, or what? Like, why are you telling me that?
Just make sure you wear your mask correctly in regards to the show conditions. Wear a mask at all times when you're indoors or outdoors. In the show conditions.
Per the show conditions.
Thank you.
Is that what you do when your uniform's off as well?
Have a good day.
Have a great day, fellas. So this cop just comes up to me and he goes, the second time they're asking, who do you work for again? And just reaches out to my lanyard and is pulling on it on my neck. Like, I'm not trying to be a drama queen, but are you kidding me? What about if I do that? There's 6 police there and there's 3 of them right in my immediate vicinity, and he starts reaching out and touching me and touching my property after I've already explained to them who I work for and what I'm doing, and I have a press pass. Like, what do you learn in the police academy? Is that what you just do? I mean, we know that that's what they do, but honestly, it's ridiculous. And I really feel for the people that get manhandled by these like absolute thugs. At least in this context, you know, it feels like they are. And the people that really get manhandled, it's an incredible violation, and you actually feel it. There's something energetic about it, that when they come in and they start touching you and using their authority to infringe your personal space like that, you actually feel something energetically, and it feels wrong, and it is wrong. But the fact that he just does that willy-nilly, doesn't even think that there's something inappropriate about starting touching media and shit like that when I'm standing there by myself with my badge clearly displayed. You go, these guys are power tripping. Absolute power tripping. Rightio. Thank you. I'm going to check the location and I'll be right back. Yeah, you're right, Molly. You're right. They probably are trying to roll me up, and they're good at it. And they've tried that last time, that they actually did tell me that I was under arrest and then ended up letting me go. But you're right. It's really useful if they trigger people, and then we end up doing something that gives them a justification to arrest us or whatever, you know. So you're right, yeah. Anyways, I'm heading off to the next location. That was location 5. Police, cat and mouse game between media, the city of Melbourne, I guess, as well, although it's hard to see where these people are, but it's cat and mouse with the media and police right now. I just got questioned by the police for the second time. Fortunately, I have a press pass today, so they have let me move on. And I'm 5 minutes away from the next destination. I'm just going to leave the stream running. It's interesting seeing your guys' comments, and also sometimes when my feed cuts, I get messages saying that I've been cut out by the my feed's been cut or I've been censored. So I'm just going to let it run while I get to the next location, and we'll see what happens when I get there. There's police everywhere today, random corners, and it's Port. The public order response team, the black cop cars everywhere. So I'm just a minute or two away from the next location. This is, I believe that this is location 6. There's some public order response team there already. We're kind of bouncing around the same neighborhood, just a couple of minutes away from each location every time. Oh, there's Joel getting questioned there. I have to say, I'm not really optimistic that people are going to make it out today. I haven't seen any crowds other than the media and the police. So I'm just trying to get my thing on. So Joel Gilmore is being questioned across the road. There's a few Port police cars. Not much else going on. Let's jump out and have a look. So I don't even know where we are. I'm losing bloody. I just follow a Google Maps link, but we're somewhere around the Brunswick area near the Melbourne Museum. There's a few Port police cars here. Not really much else. Hey, how are you? Yeah, good, thank you.
Have you just got any ID on you, mate?
Yep. This company. I don't know. It's not paid, but Australian Free Independent Press Network.
Just hold that out for me so we can photo of it.
You guys live streaming as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
Thank you.
Got it?
do you need my ID?
I'll take it anyway.
Or do you need it or not? Can I have your guys' ID, please?
I can give you my registered number and name. Yeah.
Can you please give me your registered number and name?
Is there Reg?
Where are you from, mate?
I've just told these officers.
Can you tell me, please? I wasn't here.
Australian Free Independent Press Network.
Okay, no worries.
It's like the 6th time you guys have talked to
That's
me today.
fine. Well, you're in the area and we're going to talk to you. So you're Reese Morgan, is that right?
Yes.
Are you Reese Morgan?
Yes.
Please, thank you. And you're living at 68 Mason Street, Newport, is that be right?
I don't feel comfortable asking questions unless I'm being detained.
We're asking you because of the CHO instructions. We saw you without your mask on, properly fitted. We're just going to ask you for your details and then we can, after you've satisfied our questions, we may let you go on.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just asking you some fair and reasonable questions. So you're in Carlton and you're in Newport. So you're part of the press, is that right? Is that you there?
I've already
That's
answered
your
that
licence?
question.
I'm
and
asking you again because I wasn't with her when she asked you these questions.
I
I'm
just told
satisfying
you.
it in my personal, so I know what's going on. Yeah?
No
Are
comment.
you, pardon?
I just said no comment.
Why are you no commenting me? So you okay? So can you confirm you're living in 68 Mason Street, Newport?
No comment.
Okay. Well, have you checked his licence to see if this is fact
Not
the
yet.
case? Okay. Senior Constable's going to check that out and then confirm that you're living at that address.
Can I have your ID, please?
Yeah, it's VP 30245.
Please, thank you.
Right there. Okay.
And yours?
But then again, we want to know where you live too. Okay.
Can you hold that? Right?
That's a good shot. That would have gone good on your Facebook profile. Can I have some social distance space, please?
Standing here at the moment.
You're standing about 30 centimeters away from me. So, are you guys do you issue yourselves with violations against CHO principles? Do you do that, or do you just stand and intimidate people right in front of their face? The only thing they train you guys really well to do is how to intimidate people.
That's okay. The processing team's going to come down and chat to him as well. So he's going to talk to your colleague as well. The processing team, the other police are going to come talk to you, ask some more questions, and then you'll be on your way. Okay?
No comment.
Okay, no worries. Just stay with this gentleman here. Make sure he doesn't cross the road. Get hit by a car.
Yes. Just stay here.
I am. You guys are standing 30 centimeters away from me. I'd really appreciate if I can have some distance.
You stay there. How's that? Okay?
I'm really close to the road. How about I stay away from the road?
You can stand there then. That's fine, mate. I'm easy.
I'm very happy to stay put. You don't need to stand 30 centimeters away from me. These guys it feels like they're trying to intimidate me. I'm just no commenting. I'm just no commenting from now because it's hostile, unjustifiably hostile.
Yeah, we've got these.
Am I being detained, guys?
Yes, at this stage you are.
Can you tell me what for, please?
getting our processing teams to investigate a few more things before we let you go. So at this stage, you've been detained, okay? What's that?
So I've got workers' permits for being here today.
Okay, no worries. So you're from the Australian Free Independent Press Network.
No comment.
Well, this is what it says here. Is that true and correct? I'm
No
just
comment.
asking. You're not under caution or anything. I'm just asking you a fair question. So who's this? Who's this signature? Is that you?
No comment.
Well, who are you employed by? Australian Free. Who's your direct supervisor?
No comment.
Who's your line supervisor? Who can I ring to confirm that this is you, who you are?
No comment.
So I'd like to ring your employer and just ask if that's okay. Is that okay? You got her details?
I'm not saying it's not okay. I'm just conversing to my views with what you're saying.
Oh, okay, no worries. And what's your name?
My name's
Please, I can have a look.
It's
Thank
pretty
you.
hard to actually get it out.
That's all. May I read it from your card? So,
Don't read it out now.
Tony J. Wood.
I can keep it quiet.
No, not necessarily. Can you write this down for me? Can you take it out then so I don't have to read it out live? Why don't you want to read it?
I am.
You want to protect your clients?
No, I've got to protect myself actually.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
feeling under distress right now.
Is that your current address?
Quite sure why you think so.
Oh, not. Here you go, mate. Hold your paperwork. Well, we're just sort of making sure it's exactly your...
I know. I can't get it out. It's so crazy. Yeah. You mentioned to slide it out, but I can't get it out. You can see through there. That's easy
Is there
to
an
see.
address on the back of this license? We need the barcode on the back so we can scan it so we can verify it.
Yeah, we can try and take it out.
Okay. I don't want to bust your thing. I don't want to do a live
Yeah,
on
it's filming.
camera, though, do I?
Yes,
So you're an Australian Free Press Independent Press.
Yes.
Okay, so you're 44A Mountain View Road, Montmorency.
No, that's not my address.
Well, what's it on your license?
Can you please not read my details?
I'm reading it.
out on
He's
camera?
like the offside is writing it on his notebook.
Well,
I
you
can't
can
get this
cut
out.
it then, please. You can give it
Well-
to him so he can cut it. You don't need to read it out then.
Every time I take a step away to get space, this officer stands closer to me.
My camera down. I'm under distress right now. I'm really
Well, you're
making
looking
me
pretty
nervous.
calm at the moment. I'm
No,
just
I'm
sort of...
shaking. You can see it on my
There's
camera.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers here.
I don't... Does he separate...
Tammy is saying that she's feeling under distress. I can understand completely why.
Seriously, like,
What's your...
There's a very high level of hostility here, guys.
Jane.
Jane, is it? Jane, here's your
So
spelling.
you can look it up.
Would have
Look it
W-O-O-D-H-A-N.
up on your system. I've already had 2 police pull me over
I'll read the
today.
license number 05348 7849.
Reading out.
Expiry 16/4/27. Date birth 4/7/2007. Just play that, put that on the database and just check and see.
So that address is not correct. So
What's the address? Can you tell me the address, please?
the last police looked up my name
Well, I
and
don't know
they
who that
found my
were.
details by looking me up.
Are you able to tell me what your
I'll
current
write it
address
down
is?
for you. If you give me a piece of paper,
How long have you been at the other address then for?
I've got it on the back of the license.
Well, I can't get it out.
Smash it, please.
I don't
If it's
smash
going to
your
be an
property.
issue, can you
No,
just
no, no.
smash it?
Can you turn it off and
No,
sit
I'm
and
not
take it
turning
out?
this off. There's no way I'm turning
Okay, well the
this off
processing
right
team's arriving. Maybe they
now.
can do that
Fine,
for
they
you.
can process me. That's fine. I'm not doing anything wrong. I have authorization papers. I'm authorized to
Where's
be
your
here
authorization
in
papers?
my bag.
Can you get them for me, please?
Yes.
Because the processing team here will be
I'm
requiring
not
that.
afraid of processing me.
That's fine.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Can you just hang on to that for me, please? Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Which one's that one? The female? Oh, yeah, yeah. What do you need? Yeah, okay, so-
I'm more than happy to write my details down, or he can hand you my
Yeah,
card.
okay.
He doesn't
I'll
have to
hold
read
it up
out.
again. Here it comes. How's that?
My name's Cameron. You can see it on my license, please. I'm not spelling my last name out.
We're just
Just taking a step back.
verifying the
the officers are
She says it's not her car.
in very close proximity, so I just
I'm trying to get the license out of the hole.
feel like I need a little bit of distance.
Yeah, happy? Okay. See ya. Bye. I'm not going to smash your property. Because especially with all the cameras here, they're going to say, oh, police are breaking my property. And they're going to get a false impression that we damaged property. I don't want to do that.
Am I in trouble for something here?
Well, currently trying to establish if you're in trouble or not. But the trouble is, yeah, okay, well, the processing team should come over if they're ready.
Okay. Look at this guy. Look at the police all around me. I'm one on my own. Working here. I'm not saying it on It's got my details. No, that's not mine. Can you smash that, please?
One of the officers has my license too. I don't know who,
Put me under distress.
but
I've been there for over a year. It is. And it's a massive improvement.
I don't want to break it. It's stuck. Does that separate that? Well, we'd like to see. Well, can you tell me what your address is on the back thing?
No, it's no big deal. I give
Well,
you
it is a big deal for us because
I
police
give you
officers will
permission to smash.
establish your
I
identity.
give you permission to smash it open and put it on the back.
Oh, we solved that problem. So you
Thank you very much. And I'm not going to let anyone do what you're saying. I'm not going to let you say my address online. So I'm going to keep talking into you.
no worries. Passing information on what I want. It's okay. So, these program officers.
Please tell me your number. Thank you. What's your name, please? I mean, no, I think you're meant to give me your name.
Not really.
I'm just going to say
I don't think that's all.
Remember you were just ID. We've done some Okay, I'll hand you over. G'day, guys. Cheers. Alright. Okay. And old matey, is he being checked? He needs to be processed.
someone has my ID. Can I please have it back?
If you guys want to start over there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do not read it out, please. You can show me in writing and I'll say yes or no. That last officer was not No, I'm here to protect myself because I've seen what happens to people in our city and it's not okay what happens to people in our city. You guys can be brutal and you know it, so of course I'm afraid.
Similar.
Yeah, correct? Yeah, but these things not happening. Happen to unarmed and women as well. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yes, that's correct. Thank you very much.
Oh, there's 3 different teams. So this gentleman probably went through. I remember talking to you then. I just put, I covered all the. Well, I don't know yet. What's going on? He's still being processed. I'm hearing it's all of it. Well, the processing team needs to explain they need to get details. If they're going to be moved or not. Besides what they okay. So just make sure he stands there and doesn't walk away.
Do you want to? They just said, did you check me? I'm asking if you want to.
Yeah, we do want to.
Who has my ID?
Got your ID.
You do?
I do.
Is there a reason that you're holding my ID?
We're just here to confirm your identity.
Need to
You'll get it
confirm.
back.
You
You'll
need
get
to
it back.
confirm my
Please
identity.
just let me grab the
Okay.
scan on it.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 16, 18 police that I can see, and then there's probably a dozen police cars around with more police in them.
Yeah. So I've spoken to them and informed them that they've got to talk to Reece. So yeah.
Is there anyone from maybe able to make it way down? We've got 3 claiming to be media. We've got a few
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Yes. Yeah.
It's your ID, mate.
So my ID's been given back. So I mean I'm free to go. Is there a reason I'm being detained?
Yes. The detectives want to talk to you.
Can you explain to me what the reason is that I'm not free to go?
It's been explained to you why.
Has it? Can you please explain to me?
They'll explain it to you.
Okay, well, they're busy right now, so can you please? Can you explain to me why I'm not free to go, if I'm not free to go? And if you can't, then I guess I can assume that I am free to go.
It's been explained to you at least 3 to 4 times why.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
That's literally not true. So if no one can explain to me why I'm not free to go, then I guess by default I'm free to go.
No, that's not how it works. So it's been explained to you why you're here. Then
Why is that?
Sit tight for a sec, and
Why is
someone's
that?
gonna come over and explain to you exactly.
I've
what's-
supplied all my work documentation, so if no one can explain to me why I'm not, then I'm going to go home.
No, someone's come over to you shortly, and they'll have a chat with you. They need to talk to you.
They need to talk to me, but that's not... I don't understand, like, the law behind that.
I've already told you what you need to know.
You haven't told me. I asked you, why am I being detained? You haven't told me. That means, therefore, I'm not detained. That's what it sounds like to me.
In relation to the Cho directions,
What Cho directions? I've given you all of my worker permits.
and the officers need to check it out.
Why? So no one's telling me why I'm being detained right now. So as far as I'm aware, I could probably go up the street, get some lunch, and go home.
Not at this stage, sir. If you just sit tight for a second, then they'll have a chat with you and go from there.
Yeah, I don't fancy much entertaining it. You've given my ID back. I'm not breaking any rules. I've shown you my paperwork multiple times. So I'm pretty sure that I'm good to go. So thanks, officers.
Sir, if you want to just sit tight for a second, they're going to come over and have a chat with you.
I'm actually good. I'm good. No one's telling me why I'm detained, so I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
They're just running some more checks. They need
No,
to-
they're not.
Outside your 15K.
I've given you my worker's
Determining
permit.
your fresh credentials, man, because you're outside your 15 Ks.
I've given you my worker permits.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We've got to try and work out if they're not legitimate. We're just making those inquiries, okay, man?
So trying to work out if they're not legitimate.
We're just
That
confirming- we're
doesn't
confirming their
sound like a
validity.
real thing.
Confirming their validity. Okay?
Oh, that sounds a bit better.
Yeah, thanks.
How are you going to confirm the validity?
Sure, man. Sure.
Because I just print those documents out and fill them out.
Okay.
That's how it works.
We're all learning then.
What are you learning about?
Are you guys afraid?
You can tell me what you really think if you want. What are you learning about today? So I haven't been told why I'm detained, but I'm being
These
told.
officers are about to talk to you right now, so they'll explain everything to you.
Well, I don't fancy much waiting for you guys to interrogate me over nothing. So
Well, they're coming now, so...
it doesn't look like it. It looks like
Yeah, it does actually, because yeah, they are.
Hey mate, how are you?
I don't fancy commenting on anything.
That's fine, all mate. First Constable Redford from Melbourne West Police Station.
That's it.
Your constable, who? Sorry.
Redford, REDFLID from Melbourne West Police Station, 44277. Mate, do you have any ID on you at all?
I've just given it to like multiple police officers.
Oh, that's right. Are you alright if I see it? Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Up to you, mate. I know if you're film whatever. Do you want to confirm your details to me, or I can show them?
No comment.
Confirm.
You can show it. I'm moving the camera away.
Easy, mate. So, obviously, that's your name, your date of birth.
No comment.
I do need you to just confirm your name, date of birth, mate.
Why?
I don't need you to read it out. I don't need to do it online. Mate. I'm not going to do that to you, bud.
Why do you need to though?
Just to verify it's you. Just to
Yep.
verify it's you. Is that where you currently living?
Can you move the car?
No comment.
Okay.
Just move forward to where.
Yep. Sorry, mate. I'll look like... Yeah, that's fine. The license number.
Yeah, go.
And then does it say when that...
Is this about the chose directions?
Yes, it will be.
All right.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
we
pl-
can get to there in a second.
Can you please follow them and give me some space? You guys are all way closer than 1.5 meters.
Yeah, so we are wearing masks, so
So am I. So is that how it works? So when you wear a mask, you don't have to follow the distancing rules.
I'm not going to get into those
Well,
things
we
with you
don't
guys.
want to shout at you from a distance, Reese.
Shout. That was a good joke. Shout. I didn't realise you have to shout when you're 1 meter away.
Okay, so Reece, I'll just confirm your date of birth is the 3rd of the 1st, 1993.
No
Your
comment.
current address is 68
No
Mason
comment.
Street, Newport 3015. Is that correct?
No comment.
No comment to living at 68 Mason Street, Newport 3015.
No comment. Do you mind not?
I was trying to confirm it before with you, mate, and you would give me...
I've said no comment.
Fantastic. So I'm recording as well. I need to have it read out loud because I have audio on here, just to confirm the details. Okay, fantastic. So, Reece, just going to ask you a few questions, mate. Can I have your ID back? Thank you. Obviously, before we go through stuff, mate, you don't have to say I do anything you say I do may be given in evidence. Do you understand that? General caution, I'm just going to ask a few questions. You don't have to answer them. But if you
Yes,
do,
I
mate,
understand that I don't need to answer anything.
Fantastic. All right, what's your reason for being out today, Reece?
No comment.
No comment at all. Okay, are you in a working capacity?
Yes.
Okay, what work is that?
I've already provided my documentation. I have my press pass
Do you have
here.
your press pass there? Do you mind if I see it? Because obviously I wasn't here before, mate, so I'm just working that out with you now. Thank you, mate.
This is Melbourne, Australia, guys.
Three.
Not allowed to be out. You have to have papers out working.
Reece, do you have with you one of the authorised workers permits that get filled out online? Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah.
You guys will be getting mad overtime lately, huh?
Oh, a little bit. Good to get paid for stuff.
It's good to get paid for stuff.
Good to get paid for overtime.
It's good to get paid for overtime.
Are they paying you?
No comment.
Oh, man, that's no question. I hope you are getting paid if you're doing work.
The only bloody jobs left in the city will be bloody public order response team, hey?
I'm happy with that. Yeah, fantastic. All right, thank you very much, Reese.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
I think that should be a quote for public order response team. It's good to get paid for stuff. It's good to get paid for stuff. So I think that's probably as much justification as these guys would have for their actions. It's good to get paid for stuff. Well, if only that was good enough to excuse or justify what's happening in this city and in this country right now. It's good to get paid for stuff. Well, that's fucking lovely, isn't it? I think that's going on my next t-shirt. I've got my For Your Health t-shirt underneath this jacket. I would really love to take it off right now, but I don't think I need to do any more antagonizing. So I don't know why I'm walking towards that poor guy who's just curb scraped his bloody car, but
Wow. So they said that, because they didn't do that to me. Yeah.
guys, so Tammy's got Joel on a live feed now. These police have just basically interrogated all of us and pretty thoroughly got all of our details and then let us go. So I feel like that might be it for the day. Certainly interesting series of events, but it might be time to call it a day.
I saw you sitting down.
Yeah, there's heaps of plainclothes police here, guys. Heaps of plainclothes police. So there's other people earlier that have been arrested, and they all just get let go 10 minutes later. So there is a lot of arrests happening, but it's just for show. Were there any crowds? Nope. I feel like this might have been an operation to quelch media. As far as it looks, there's no one here. This might just be a media operation. An operation to get all the media's details, because they're the only people that show up. And I have one more interesting observation here is where's Avi and Rukshan? This is location 6. They were at they were at 4 of the 5 other ones. So it's interesting. You go 6 location drops, bang, 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 and then come down pretty hard on whoever's left. Meanwhile, Rukshan and Avi, not here. So you go, is there a tip? Could there have been a tip that's been made to say don't come to this location? Or perhaps that the whole thing was just a game of cat and mouse that appears like we've fallen right into. It's a very interesting, odd day.
Wait, so you actually wanted him to? Yeah, because he was getting aggressive with them. Yeah, and
Rukshan was at the park, okay. Because, yeah, this was the last location drop that I saw. So, yeah, I'm not sure if there's been other locations dropped since, but basically, 3 of us in the media here have been come down on pretty hard by the police. They've let us walk, interestingly. Maybe was at a park.
Do you want to share what that was like for you?
Yeah, well, they clearly like come across, especially the first guys, like trying to intimidate. They stand close to you. I feel like it's an intimidation game, and it feels like they're trying to provoke a response from us. It's really easy to get caught up in that game. It's already happened to me today, but at the end of the day, I think the easiest way out emotionally is just no comment, and just let it go. And if they want to arrest you, if they want to fine you, I'm actually genuinely okay with that. But I'd rather just move it along and not have to deal with intimidation.
Yeah.
They're breaking all of Cho's rules while they're standing there telling us that we're there because we're not following Cho's rules. They know it. They know that it's BS. It really, especially after today's events, this cat and mouse game, the arrests that are really dramatic, and then they take them away and release them 10 minutes later. It feels like a propaganda campaign to scare people away from showing up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, look, 3 of us, Joel, Tammy, and myself, have just been interrogated for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Pretty full on.
Yeah.
And see you guys, thanks, have a good day. That's how they've left us every time. So we can play their game and get intimidated and give them reason to go more, but anyways, we'll see what happens from here. They've got our details well and good now.
I know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Rightio.
Thanks for sharing.
My gosh, yeah.
Eavesdropping.
Yes, that's okay. No, please.
Go out and get some milk, and there was all this happening on the
Right.
out here.
Yeah.
So, what have you've got a press?
So we are media. We have press passes, but
So which media?
I'm live streaming by the way now, but it's not on you, so people can hear us. Is that okay with you? No. Okay. I'm gonna pause the live stream for 1 moment just so I can speak with this lady next to me for a minute and explain to her what's happened here today. I'll be right back.